Your mission, should you choose to accept it, is to create a function that takes an input date and returns a date that is specifically one day in the future. Now you can try to achieve it with millisecond mathematics. For example, we get the Unix milliseconds from date.getTime, add the number of milliseconds in a day, which is 24 hours, multiplied by 60 minutes, multiplied by 60 seconds, multiplied by 1000 milliseconds. And this should give us the millisecond timestamp of tomorrow, which we return as a date object. Now this function will work for most of the use cases that we might have. For example, here we are creating a date that represents the current time when I'm recording this. I get the tomorrow using this tomorrow function, and when I log it, you can see that there is a day difference between now and next. However, this will not be correct for all use cases because we are actually doing a 24-hour difference and not a day difference. Let me explain. If I were to change the time to the 3rd of April 2020 and then run this function, you can see that it is the 3rd of April for now as well as for next. The reason is that for this particular day, in the time zone that I am in, which is Melbourne, Australia, there are actually 25 hours because of daylight saving. Now there are lots of little hacky things that you can do in order to fix this, but my recommendation is that don't worry about date mathematics that much and simply use a library that takes care of all of these things for you. For example, traditionally I would have said use moment, but nowadays I recommend using this library called date functions or date FNS. It provides little utility functions. For example, the add function, which takes a date object as well as how much we want this date to increment, and we want to add one day. And with this function, we get a proper day in the future, even if there is some daylight savings in between. And that's all for this lesson. Smash that like and subscribe for more coding tips like this. For example, here's a lesson where we look at random integer mathematics within JavaScript. Thanks for joining me, and I will see you in the next one.